As you gradually make your way through the shards of the spine, your eye catches a glimpse of something to the left. You see what appears amidst the chaos to be bones. You see them nearly perfectly preserved. An incredibly old skeleton. It appears to be laying on its front and has its arms outstretched, though some of its bottom bones appear to be missing, including about half of its legs. Clint cannot reach it, though, as you see this through a bit off the path.
There is the bones. There are bones. If I cannot reach, can you reach?
You find what appears to be a small space. What looks to be gnawed upon shards that leave a like a crawl space almost that leads to the bones.
How tall is a crawl space?
Foot.
Yeah. Okay.
I can try.
Sure.
I'm gonna get down on my hands and knees, and I want to kind of like reach my arms in first
And shimmy.
and just shimmy
Okay.
through.
So as you do this, you notice that the space around you is unbearable. Needle-like protruding stone surrounds you so invasively that it forces you onto your stomach even further.
Yeah.
You imagine weight above you, crushing you and impaling you on hundreds of shards. Your mind races. You attempt to determine, as you reach the skeleton, what's going on. You see him? He looks to be completely picked dry, almost. On his stomach, his legs barely on.
Okay, so several questions. But when you say picked dry, do I see any marks on his bones? And then in terms
Yes,
of the legs,
you
what
do.
from teeth?
Looks to be.
What kind of teeth?
You have no idea.
Can I try and figure out?
Make a nature check.
$16.
Looks to be like rodent teeth almost.
Oh, fucking rats.
What? Yeah. We're in the mountain.
So.
I have a couple more things I would like to do.
Okay, I know. So make an investigation check. 25.
Give me the thingy!
Okay, so you attempt to determine the area a bit. Searching the area, you discover a hole in the stone behind a mess of rocks and a bush that had grown into the surrounding scenery. As you peer over, looking into the hole, which appears naturally formed, with very imperfect in its shape and rather small, you see darkness. No end in sight, and not a single sound emanating from within its depths. As you...
Oh, it's just like a hole down?
Yeah, as you throw it in.
Oh no!
You throw it in.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
The pebble. You sit there. A minute. 2, 3, 4. You give up even trying to hear when it lands. There's an imperceptibly deep hole.
And how big is it?
Barely
it's
enough.
like this big?
No.
Oh.
And you see what appear to have been claw marks from a humanoid creature.
Oh no, I know what this is. Vivian would know what this is too. The body. Can I discern in any way, shape, or form what species?
Make a medicine check.
With advantage because it's dead? With my background?
Sure.
Oh.
6.
Oh.
Looks to be human.
Looks to be human.
Human.
I'm gonna
I feel so left out.
I'm gonna take the skull.
I don't
Okay. As you disturb it, you find a pendant of what appears to be mithril.
I take it.
It looks to be rather thin and circular, with small wave-like ridges upon its edge.
Hold on, let me write this down. This is February 9th.
Yes.
February 7th.
No. I was trying to
Okay.
get it closer to 12.
Mithril pendant. Nothing is good. Whatever. Mithril pendant ridged around the edges? Or wavy? Hold on. Can you describe
It looks to be rather thin and circular, with small wave-like ridges upon its edge. And in its center it says, Stony Harvest, Independent Spelunkers.
Stony Harvest.
Independent spelunkers.
Spelunkers. Someone had a descent moment here, is what they had.
That's brilliant.
Stony Harvest. Okay.
Okay, so
I'm gonna try and wriggle back through.
Okay.
Okay, all right.
So you're able to...
So I know
What's-
that it's not necessarily entirely possible for us to really pick up the pace, but if we could pretend to, that would make me feel a lot better.
What was in there?
There's a hole. And the body seems to have been gnawed on by they were larger teeth marks, right? They were baby teeth marks, so like
They
baby
looked
normal rat
moderately
teeth marks?
sized. They looked a bit larger than rats. I didn't say rat.
You said rodent.
Yeah,
I said rodent-like.
like
Sure.
Okay.
Sure.
Mm-hmm.
I get it. I'm there.
okay, yeah. There was a body
So
not on.
Dagamaris, the other drow that
Oh,
I've met, was defending the remaining drow and most of the Underdarker. He was at least supposed to be
okay.
defending them from the Lord of Pestilence, who is apparently turning some of the drow into rat creatures. And that body is gnawed on, and there are scratches leading out of a very sizable hole, and I dropped a pebble down and I couldn't hear a sound. So I think that there is access to the Underdark in here,
What is
and I
What
don't
is-
want to be found here.
what is the Underdark?
It's a very large subterranean network of tunnels and caverns. There's a lot of species that live down there. They are usually not nice. We don't want to be in here any longer than we need to be, and I especially don't. I don't know if they can smell me.
Okay,
So
All right, then
Thanks.
let us go. We will not
Wicked.
wait here any longer.